everyone, it's Rachel Merrick. I am back with another Global Monthly video hop. This month I am using the Floral Impressions Suite, which is an online exclusive, and we are doing a fun fold today. All of my measurements are along the bottom of the video. I have not sped it up too much this time round. I wanted to slow it down to allow me to give you enough time with all of the instructions that I've got coming. So this fun fold has a base in our cardstock and then a whole heap of a strip of the DSP is what creates our base. So we have the designer series paper from the suite. It's very, very pretty. There's lots of florals, but the opposite sides have more of a solid colour. So for this particular one, there's lots of the purples, and then we have the backing of old olive. So this one here, I'm going to just eyeball it. So I'm not actually going to measure this. I'm just going to pull it back, and I just want a little bit of that old olive stripe to stand, like you can see it from the front. And this goes onto our base. Now it will stand up. That's the nice part of this one, is that it only has a very small border around the outside of your cardstock. So when you unfold it and put it on a table, it will stand up. The the designer series paper that we use for Stampin' Up is very, very good quality, and it will stand up on its own. It's got a fair bit of weight behind it. So we do create two panels that are actually matted and are exactly the same size. This one here with the white in the center and the pool party around the matting, that is going to be our inside section. It is going to be for our messages, and this one here, which is the fresh freesia and the pool party, it is going to create the front panel. So that fresh freesia, I'm going to use this leaf stamp, and I'm going to do what we call tone on tone, so using the fresh freesia ink with the fresh freesia cardstock. And I'm going to just stamp around the edge to create a bit of a border. Because it is tone on tone, you can see it, but it's not going to distract from everything else on your card. So I have used, coming off the edges, and just use something to protect the outside of your desk. The desk, you don't want to have ink everywhere. Now we are using something called a stamparatus. So this has an acrylic cover that is hinged, and that's what I'm using today, to protect my surface, because it's right there and it's easy to use. So I'm just stamping all the way around, turning your cardstock, and creating these sort of leaves that are coming into the center, but leaving a whole heap of space. You could do, for this particular one, you could use an embossed folder to create a bit more interest, or you could do some ink blending. They're usually the three things that I will do to add a little bit more dimension and interest to your card. Now that you have done that, you are going to add it to the matting part of the front, which is in the pool party. So this is going to be our sentiment. Our sentiment's going to hold a piece of white cardstock that's going to put our sentiment on it, and then a whole array of florals to decorate the front. So popping this on, I'm going to put only enough glue for the flap. So we don't want it to be over everything. And the reason that I place this one on first, so it's nice and straight, and then I'll go in and open it up, and I'll actually add in my middle piece, the piece that I've got the white cardstock, where I'm going to write all my lovely messages to my recipient. the reason I've done that is I want it hidden underneath. I do want it to still be fairly centered, but I don't want it to be a bit above or below and showing underneath. So it just takes a little bit of patience and wiggle room and getting it in the right spot. So you can see I'll just get it in the right spot and make sure you can't see it. Perfect. So I'm going to use Old Olive again for, I'm going to use it a few times in my card. The Old Olive, like I said before, is a part of the leaves in the actual floral paper, but it's also on the back side. So I'm going to use that to stamp my sentiment on my basic white. And these stamps are lovely. This one I'm using is, you don't realise someone looking at the card, but it's actually two stamps. This one is the word thanks, and then there's a smaller stamp underneath that says so very much. And if you line them up, it means that it looks like one stamp, but you can customise what you would like it to actually say. So they have some lovely sentiments as a part of the stamp set. And I love the fact that there is a variety of fonts as well. So popping that slightly, when you put it on our fresh freesia, we're going to put it on some dimensional dots, and it's going to be on slightly to the right side. The reason for that is, like I said before, we're going to add a floral spray, so a whole cluster of flowers, and we need a little bit additional space for that. So we're going to pop them up. I am using the mini dimensionals. We do get two sizes. I'm using the minis today purely because that's what I grabbed out, and I also want extra space underneath. So we want them to stand up, but we're going to have things layering underneath as well. So we don't want too much space taken up with our dimensional dots. So like I said earlier, the Stampin' Up used to have something called a Stamparatus. There are similar placement platforms around that you can purchase, and these are fantastic. So what we do is we put a piece of, I just use photocopy paper, and we're going to stamp our image that we're going to die cut, but we're going to stamp it onto this piece of paper, and we're going to put the stamp onto the hinged front cover, ink it up, and then we're going to just place it down onto our photocopy paper. Now this is going to be where our stamp goes multiple times, and we use a template that has already been die cut a whole heap. So I've actually cut, actually you don't see them, but several flowers. So I think in the end I've kept the template, and I've stamped a couple of dozen of each of the colours, each of the flowers. So this is really good because you get accurate stamping and cutting or die cutting every single time. Once it's all in place, and you just place that template over the top very carefully of where you're going to stamp, and our little die cuts actually then pop in and sit there really snugly, and really they don't move, and we just ink it up and then close the platform and place our hand down. I give it a nice good fair amount of pressure to make sure I get a really good image. So again, just another one, pop it in like a puzzle into the right spot, ink up and stamp it down. You've probably got lots and lots of videos that you can find on using these kinds of platforms all over YouTube. I have to remember to do this because I always forget, and then I go and want to do multiples of die cuts, and I just don't seem to get the right accuracy. This is the perfect way. You kind of can't get it wrong. Now I am coming in with my Misty Moonlight, and I'm doing exactly the same thing. So I'm trying to put it in the center. The first one probably wasn't quite in the middle enough, and the more center you can get it for your image, sort of the easier it is. It holds together with these really strong magnets, and getting them in the center just means that they're not all crowded and possibly shifting every time you use that hinged area. So you can see I've lined it all up, and I'm going to stamp multiples as well. Again, kind of like a puzzle where we're going to pop it all inked up and stamp it off as many times. So for this particular card, I will be using 2 of the larger floral, and I'm going to use 3 of the smaller ones. And you can see in the frame here where I already had the little old olive leaves also die cut ready to go. So this is a two stamp image for each of the florals and of the leaves as well. So I'm going to do what's called stamping off. So we have one image already done, and then the second time fills in with the solid, and I'm going to actually take off some of that ink first before I go over the top, and it just means it colours it all in slightly lighter so that you can actually see all the details in your flower. Now, a really good tip is to use the centre circle of the stamps when you are lining up, as well as all of the outside, because then you get it really nice. You can see in that there was one of them just showing you that you don't have to do this solid image if you would prefer to have a lot of detail and a lot of your white cardstock coming through. Either way, it's entirely up to you. Now again, bringing in just a little bit more of that old olive, and I'm going to center that with some stamping off to do the centers of these flowers. Again, a little bit of detail. And I just figured there wasn't yellow in any of the DSP, so the old olive it is. And obviously in nature, it doesn't have to be yellow. We just tend to think of that a lot of the time. So finishing those 5 flowers off, and now we're going to decorate them on the front. So some of them are going to have some dimensional dots, and again, whilst we like to have lots of them, we don't want too much because we want space under them so that other images can be layered. And I like to start with 1 or 2 of my ones that are popped up on our dimensionals, because that makes it easier for me to put it together. So we're popping it all together on the left hand side. You can see that don't be afraid to chop off a little bit so that it will actually fit underneath. So I'm popping this one under the actual sentiment white cardstock placement there, and that just means it will look like everything's sort of floating together. And so add a few more dimensional dots. Now, whilst I'm popping this one together, I just wanted to say a big shout out to all of my lovely design team members that are joining us for this month's theme of suites. So there's lots of different suites available that we have at the moment. We have the annual catalogue, we have the mini catalogue, and then also we have online exclusives which also have suites. So a suite, if you're not sure and you're not familiar, it's basically all coordinating products, stamps, DSP, a whole heap of other elements like ribbons and rhinestones and things like that. So this one here for my particular card has got a whole heap of things that come together from that suite to create just one card, and everything coordinates, and it's always very, very pretty. So if you haven't already, pop over to everybody else's videos. They are linked down the bottom of the below the description here, and just make sure you pop over and say hi and leave a comment. Some of them are fabulous projects this month, so make sure you pop that over and have a little look. Now you can see now how this card comes together, and it's a great little fun fold. It sort of puts a bit of a Z look to the front of it. Now I couldn't go past this particular, and it's very hard because I've put it on silver, but this comes with, in our die cut set, it comes with 3 cluster mini florals. So instead of me using my normal rhinestones or something like that, I'm actually going to add in these little tiny flowers, and they make it so sweet. The final step for me to finish today's very, very pretty card is the Wink of Stella. Wink of Stella, if you don't own this, it would be one of my top things to add. It just finishes off a card. It adds this little bit of shimmer, excuse me, that is a part of, the light really picks it up. And I'm just adding that to the larger florals, and that will finish off our card. So I wanted to make sure I let everybody know that if you haven't already, make sure you are subscribing to my channel. If you live in Australia and you would like to purchase some of the Stampin' Up products, please reach out to me and I will help you with that if you don't already have a demonstrator for that. And that was just lots of fun. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. It has taken me a little bit of while to get this one together, but that's okay. And make sure that you follow me and like and comment as well. Join me next month. There's some great products coming there too that you will see in our videos. So thank you so much, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.